What's up, dudes, chicks, non-binary friends of all kinds, whatever. I'm here with Brian Revived of One Revived. All the damn vampires. What was the other band?
Supernatural Kings.
Supernatural Kings. And they'll be playing, One Revived will be playing Anarchy in Allentown, December 10th at Jabberjaw's Bar and Grill. And, of course, that's in Allentown. and they'll be playing with Powder Keg Culture, Suburban Downgrade, Anti-Citizen, and Average Sex Fiend. And that's going to be a sick show. You're friends with Average Sex Fiend, right?
Yeah. They're, I saw them play. We played with them at Curry Donuts in Wilkes-Barre a while ago. And then now every time they play, they've come back and played Curry 2 other times. And I go every time they're there. They're just great people. Like, really, really good at what they do. And their sound is amazing.
Right, so that's cool. They got a donut shop. They do some music there.
Yeah, it's awesome. We all went to school right across the road from it. It was like the center of our universe. Yeah.
Were they doing music there when you went to school?
Not really. No.
That'd have been insane.
We were really
the kids
we were doing other things there when we were in high school.
The kids that go to school there now, anyways, and then they got live music. I'm assuming they're all ages shows.
Yeah.
That's badass to be able to have live music.
I don't think we have a whole lot of the kids from the school there.
That's a surprise.
Yeah.
I know I'd be there if I was a teenager.
Our generation kind of ruined Curry for that school. When we were in school, we would be regularly part of the morning announcements, warning, don't go over and smoke cigarettes at the donut shop. That was always...
was the donut shop, off limits then?
I mean, they would discourage us, but, we were the Curry crew, so, we did what we wanted.
And I know, it's Suburban Downgrade and Powder Keg Culture, right? I know they're buds, too, so...
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So those two bands, and then you guys Average Sex Fiend, and then Anti-Citizen's coming out from New Jersey.
I'm excited for that. Very excited for that.
Then they keep bringing up about that it was vintage punk or something, right? Does that make sense?
Burn it all now.
Yes, that whole anarchy type, anti, I was actually one of my first bands was actually called the Society Dropouts. So it was very much on that tip of just anything anti,
Yeah.
I was in my teens and 20s. I was very into living outside of society as much as possible, and I was into that. So, but anyway, with all so you're also you're also in All the Damn Vampires.
Yes.
What instruments do you play in All the Damn Vampires?
So in One Revived, I'm playing guitar and I do some vocals. In All the Damn Vampires, I play guitar. In that Supernatural Kings, which is a Sabbath tribute band that I'm in, I play bass. And that's cool because who doesn't love Sabbath?
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of fun. And then actually it was we made the announcement yesterday. I just joined the Whiskey Bats recently as well. And I'm really, really stoked about that. So the Whiskey Bats, they had a release, I guess our album. That's some new verbiage I'm gonna get used to. It's called Flesh Eaters, and it's available on vinyl at Creep Records in Philadelphia, Rock and Roll Knife Fight in Lansdowne, Wax Plaques Records in Berwick, Galleria Sound in Wilkes-Barre, and Musical Energy in Wilkes-Barre. You can get the vinyl at all of those places. And then the Vampires were currently working on a release. We're going to be hitting the studio soon. It's going to be called Midnight Radio, and that'll be hopefully springtime. And One Revived also is going to the studio. And we haven't settled on a title. I keep suggesting Goofy Things as the title, and Ian is, the consummate adult of the me and Ian relationship, bringing me back to reality,
Yeah. Kind of like the same way the name One Revived was derived, actually, right? Wasn't it kind of? It was. You had a bunch of weird guar names, and then
trying to come up for a band name with Ian was interesting because I am perpetually about 12, 13 years old, and so I came up with a bunch of names. It's like no, and that's good. Me and Ian work together very, very well. We balance each other out in a very good way. That way, and now, especially now that we have Riggs on board with One Revived, it's getting a lot better. Even better still. Riggs, me and Ian talk about this all the time, that Riggs is supposed to be with us. Like it was, it just took us a little bit to get him, but now that we got him, it's like it fits. It's such a good fit with what we do, with what he brings us.
So let me get this straight. So Riggs plays in One Revived, and you play in Whiskey Bats now.
Yes.
So you guys traded. Now you're both in the same bands, also, and then also playing each other's bands, right?
Yes.
Don't want to get just to get that.
There's a city.
Now, was that inner conflict? Would there be a conflict? Not an inner conflict. Will there be a conflict if you're having if you have you guys play shows together, you'll be able to do 2 sets?
I'm looking forward to having.
I know guys can do that, but
I'm looking forward to pulling triple duty. I'm looking forward to a show with the vampires.
Oh yeah, that'd be sick.
I'm looking forward to that. To triple.
Oh man, Evil Empire Live's got to make it happen first. I got to do it. Hey, that would be sick.
Reach out. I'm cool.
Yeah, I'm dying to book all the damn vampires, man. I miss it. I haven't seen them in forever, and every show, just certain weekends, I just you know how it is, getting to shows and stuff. Yeah. And it's every time they're playing somewhere, I can't fucking make it. It's the sorriest excuse ever. So, but I'm just fuck, man, I need them. And usually what ends up happening, if I don't end up getting out to see them, I just end up booking them so I can see them. That's how I ended up. That's why I started doing this in the first place, so I could book all the bands I want to see.
You can see my favorite bands all the time.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. Absolutely. I love doing that. So,
I know as far as the booking for the vampires goes, we generally there's the winter's like a hibernation period. It's kind of we regroup, we write, we record. But you never know. Talk to Elvis. We might be able to make something happen.
Oh man, I fucking love that.
Can't speak for them, but give Elvis a call.
Yeah, I finally got to see them at you guys. I mean, you guys. Again, it's weird, and I forget I'm talking to the actual person in the band. But you guys, at the Bar 13, and that was fucking cool. Anything. I was glad that it was fun because I like horror punks and I like Bar 13, and then I like you guys. And did One Revive play that night too?
Which night was that?
No, I don't know. Oh shit, the night
Pretty and Punk.
No, that was all chicks, people chicks. Pretty and Punk, right? Yeah, but
we played Pretty and Punk.
You played Pretty and Punk?
Well, yeah, because it was. I don't want to misquote him, but
not the last one.
Not the last one. The one before that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I did 5 questions alone at the last one, so it was all chicks.
to risk misquoting him, we played Pretty and Punk because Elvis is, quote, the gayest thing in horror punk.
Oh, for all damn! I'm thinking One Revived. Yeah, all the damn vampires. Yeah, that's right.
Did.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, it does. So yeah, that works.
And they very much are.
Yeah, because that was a whole. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I get it.
We love us and Elvis.
Yeah, dude, yeah, he's cool. He's creative, man. And glad that you're speaking of that. What he's done with that church. Now, again, what is that place called again?
It's called the Sanctum.
The Sanctum. And where is that located?
The Sanctum is in Sugar Notch, Pennsylvania.
All right, yeah, because he does shows out of there, music videos.
Yeah.
Who's shot music videos there?
So we've the most recent one was Last Jason did their Scapegoat video there.
Nice.
And it was really cool. We had a whole bunch of extras, and we were it was a really good time. I was running around with a Jason mask on, covered in blood.
All right.
Cool.
Nice, man. Yeah, I'm dying to get out and see some shows out the way, because even he's doing shows out there too.
Oh yeah.
I can't even imagine. I've been to a lot of different places for a lot of different shows, but I've never, not in something what the fuck, man. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah,
what this guy has done with this place. I've never actually been to the venue yet, but
it's a whole big group of people that they worked very, very hard.
The pictures. It's great.
Yeah, they've put a lot of work into that, and it's really cool to see people that all come together for like a common purpose, like working hard on something they want to do.
Hell yeah. Yeah. That's rad. Yep, and it's for a music venue like that, like when people shoot music videos and stuff in there and everything. That's pretty freaking cool.
Oh yeah.
So you guys are going in the studio with that. When Revived is in the studio, the Whiskey Bats has got something out. When did this last project just come out?
I'm not 100% sure on the date.
Yeah, I know you're just joining the band. So
yeah, I'm a little bit.
So,
I'm getting caught up. It's really cool that the coolest thing about playing with the Whiskey Bats is that they are the tightest band. Like, it's one thing to see a band and be like, that's a tight band. Mm-hmm. You know, and I feel like most bands can achieve, like, most people going, like, oh, yeah, they're tight. I've never seen a band tight at, like, Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Like the, you know, it's Sunday morning, it's 10:15, 10:30, and the Whiskey Bats are on it. And it's a wonderful opportunity that I've been given, and I'm really grateful to be a part of it, you know.
Oh, yeah. And they don't do a lot of covers, do they?
No, not to my knowledge. Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, that's how I was always. I wish I would have played more covers, but I didn't. But now with One Revived, you guys play a lot of covers.
Oh yeah, we're the Me Too and the Gimme of the psychobilly. Yeah, that's what Ian says. That's a good one. But it's we had a lot of covers there. We still do have a lot of covers. Ideally, and covers are a thing really in every genre, but like when I think of really cool, like, I don't know, I think psychobilly is a cool way to, or punkabilly, or whatever the hell you want to call us. Whatever we are, I think I like putting our spin on things.
Oh yeah. You definitely have a different spin on everything with the Cranberries cover.
Oh yeah.
What song is that you guys have?
That's Zombie.
Zombie, that's right, yeah.
We played Zombie. The first couple run of shows that we had was with the Vampires, you know, because I mean that's how I met you.
Yep.
Elvis was talking to us.
Elvis connected us. Yep.
And Elvis hates that song. So I don't know if you remember the first show that we played. It was at Jabberjaws, and Elvis literally, we started playing that song. And Elvis stood up and walked out. He was like, "Fuck this! I'm not gonna listen to this."
That's funny.
Ian, his bass, his uprights, wireless. There's video of this. Chased him out to the front of the building playing bass and yelling the song at him.
No way!
Yeah,
I gotta see that. That's funny.
It was it's funny. There's a video of that somewhere. I remember seeing that video. It was funny.
Another cover you guys play is Madhouse.
Mad World.
Mad World. What the fuck?
Yeah,
I wish I could edit that out. Yeah. But Mad World. Yeah.
It's a Tears for Fears. But I'm a millennial, so I know it as a Gary Jules song. Okay. And I had to then find out that he didn't write it; he just covered it.
Here's a little bit of One Revived playing. What is it called again?
Mad World. I
was gonna say Mad World. I was afraid to even talk. Mad World. Check it out. Mishpalooza last summer. Okay, we're back. So, yeah, it'll be fun to start doing that.
That'll be great.
So, but yeah, so we were just talking about, covers. When Revived does, you just checked out Mad World from Tears from Fears, officially, or it's with most people, anyways. Yeah.
We're actually we're moving in a direction now where I think we really only want one or two covers in any given set. But the game's going to be, what show are you at and what covers do you see us do? Because like I would love to, and this hasn't been like a made decision. This is how I feel about it. Like switch up, do different covers in every set.
Or that, because Liquor and Horrors, man. When you guys play Liquor and Horrors, man, like that's great. Like now, who does that song? So that, to the best of my knowledge, is a song from the show The Trailer Park Boys. Okay. The character Bubbles on The Trailer Park Boys. It's I don't know if it's just Bubbles or if it's a Bubbles in the Shit Rockers tune, but it was on The Trailer Park Boys. Mike Smith from The Trailer Park Boys, we would love to have you sing on a psychobilly cover of Liquor and Horse. That'd be awesome. Internet, tag them, like do your thing, pretty please.
That'd be pretty dope.
So there's like the main three covers, and right, the Mad World, Zombie, and Liquor and Whores.
So we got covers. We got Mad World, Zombie, Liquor and Whores. Ace of Spades is always a fan favorite, crowd favorite. And trying to go through our set in my head. Oh, Halloween. We always throw Halloween by the Misfits in there.
Oh, nice.
But now that we're finally being adults and like we need to write an album, we need material.
Yeah.
It's like that's five songs that could be original. So we're trying to.
Now, what was the song that you were kind of like done playing, and then with Riggs joining the band, now it's kind of brought it back to life again?
We have this song Delamorte Delamore, and we were really lucky after we put the original 3 demo tracks on YouTube. We got picked up by Shakin' Cats Radio up near like the border of like I can't remember if it was in Canada or on the border of Canada. It was like right around there. But we got tagged on Facebook. They just picked it up off of YouTube. Like we didn't submit it.
No way.
No idea. I don't know how it wound up on there, but I'm not complaining.
They probably figured. They were like, yeah, it's a good exposure. Yeah.
And it was cool. And then so that becomes a song. Oh, you have to play that every set because now we have a good thing to say before it. Like, hey, this was on the radio in Canada, and like they play the song, But I, for whatever reason, I think maybe I'm just difficult. I started to not like it. And we never stopped playing it, though. Ian would never let me get away with that. That's why we're good together. But when Riggs started playing with us, the way that he plays the guitar and his musical perspective on things, and like he fills holes that I didn't know were holes in our music. Like he fills in spaces that I didn't know needed filled, and I love that song now. Now it's one of my favorite songs that we do.
Kind of brings it back. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Between the guitars and then Ian with his with the stand-up basses and stuff. Now he like upgrades basses. He gets old basses and upgrades them. And
from the best of my understanding is he
stand-up basses. I mean,
yeah, like big old double basses. He gets them old and kind of crappy, or he gets a deal where he can get it, and then he works his ass off to refinish them and rebuild them and make them playable and make them sound awesome. And,
shit, man.
It's really cool. He's a hell of a woodworker. The way a lot of his finishes are like amazing, and he also does furniture. He makes like coffin shelves and coffee tables.
No way! Wow.
Yeah, it's Coffins Delamorte is the name of that company. If anybody wants to look him up.
Oh really? No, okay, no, quick. That's his thing there. Oh no shit! Wow, that's rad. Mm.
Yeah.
So there's that we covered, and with band stuff, and then I guess like with I guess the bands. Now I know with like all the damn vampires, when Revived, not big partiers, pre-show partiers or post-show partiers, or
I mean most of the people in those bands other than me are just about everybody in all those bands other than me are responsible individuals that can have a drink. I've been sober since October 3rd of this year. Prior to that, I'd been sober for a while, and I kind of, for whatever reason, had the idea that smoking weed was going to be something that would be okay that I could do. And the weed isn't the problem; the addict is the problem, and I'm the addict. So it's like, this isn't me saying like, don't smoke weed or don't drink. This is me saying like, if you know you're an addict and an alcoholic, you probably shouldn't do those things.
Oh yeah. I guess so, yeah.
But it's like, I'm not like advocating temperance or anything like that. But I guess the only reason I bring that up is I don't want anyone to ever feel like they're alone in that struggle. There's a whole lot of people that have that problem. Like, if anyone came up to me at a show and said, hey, I'm having a hard time staying away from a drink today, and like, I had heard that you don't drink, I'd do anything and I'd give you anything that I had to be able to help. And just about anyone that has that experience of like living with like alcoholism or substance use disorder, things like that, they do anything to help you. Like there's a whole community there, you know, should you need it. I'm not saying like all the punk kids need to get sober. Like that's not what I mean.
It's the best thing you can do though if it's becoming a problem in your life. Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's all about harm reduction.
Yeah.
It's about harm reduction, and there's always support there.
And that's just because, and it goes along with like mental health altogether. You know, like whether you're feeling depressed or anxiety, you know, like you know, all that stuff, man. It's never a bad thing to reach out and get help. You know, like I'm in therapy. I do it. You know,
absolutely.
And it's I'm glad I do it. Oh, it makes such a difference in my life. So you know, help's out there. So it's definitely worth it to get. And I'm definitely an advocate for everybody's mental health myself personally, and I think anybody who's been through some stuff, you know, really, you know, anybody who's been through some, you know, had like a rough life, because it's usually some type of trauma that brings you to that, you know,
it's always,
you know, or even just in general, you know, with depression or anything like that. So it's good, which also leads us, a lot of people, you know, into the arts, you know, and you know, whether it's poetry or painting or eventually into music, and you know, I think that's where a lot of us end up in with, like, whether it's punk or metal or you know, these realms, because there's a lot of us, you know, a lot of people that have been through a lot of shit in their lives, you know, I know I've been through my fair share, you know, of shit. So,
certainly.
Yeah, it puts you in your spot, you know, where it's
definitely. You know, I was in that place where it had to come to a stop. It was affecting everything. I mean, and anyone, you know, like for me, I had to go find support in I work a program, so it's not, and this isn't me advocating for any specific program, because I can't speak for them. I can just speak for me, but like what really helped me was finding other people that have the problem that I could talk to, that I could have more experience than I do, you know, in dealing with it. But yeah, that's all just to say that, like, I remember being at shows towards the end of it, knowing that drinking was a bad idea, and like not being able to like stop myself, and feeling like I couldn't talk to anybody about it. Like I felt embarrassed, and I felt shame, and that's not necessary. You know, that's not necessary. But also, I just want to keep very much in the forefront of this conversation. I'm not like, I don't walk around and tell people to not drink. You know, like, Like, you know, it's either you have the problem or you don't have the problem.
If it's getting in the way of, you know, it's messing up your life and you can't stop when you want to, then it's definitely nothing to be ashamed of, to get out and get some freaking help, man. You know. And like with all that, like with you, that's why I brought up like with depression and anxiety, because that was kind of my stuff, where it was like it's kind of the same deal. Like don't be ashamed for any of this kind of stuff. Anything, you know, like you got to take care of your health, physically and mentally. You know,
absolutely.
You know, well, strong body, strong mind. And
I called you on the way up. I was all, you know, hey, and I do this because my brain will turn on me. I'm sure you can relate. Like I'm having a great day. Something happens and a switch flips, and all of a sudden my brain's telling me terrible things about myself, and telling me that like everybody hates me, and that like, you know, it's crazy. And sometimes all you just gotta do is reach out, you know, like, and that's what I was like, hey, like we're cool, right? Like
it was weird, because it was like I definitely understood where you were coming from. I wasn't sure why, but I get that feeling. You know what I mean? Like, and it was like I got it, but it was like, I mean, like, fuck yeah, dude, like you don't even know, man. Like I'm over here excited, setting everything up. I feel like I'm getting ready for a date, you know, because it really felt like that, you know, like setting everything up.
A date on this beautiful casting couch.
You know what I mean? Dude, I even wiped everything down and everything. Like, you know, like I fucking, you know, don't look there. I didn't get the Windex out or anything. I didn't go that far, you know, but you know, I had to wipe down the couch, you know, pre-labeled beverages. Look at me, Mr. Fancy YouTuber. See, look at that. The labels are ripped off the waters and shit. Yeah, I'm on point. You know, that's what we do over here in Evil Empire TV. You know.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not this one though. Just that one. So I don't know if they can see that or not. But yeah, you know, it's all good. You know, I forgot where I was going with that shit. So we start talking about the set and shit. But yeah, we covered everything with pretty much, right? Everything, the church, partying. I mean, I don't know. I think it compressed after a couple times of doing it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because now I think it went better because we kind of went back. You know what I mean? Like we kind of knew a little bit.
This condensed into like the best form of the information. I feel like this was very digestible.
Yeah. This was the third time that we had to film this tonight. You know, after I don't know. Hopefully it works this time. Probably shouldn't jinx it.
Yeah.
So, like fuck. There'll be like 3 videos again. You know, I don't know what's going on, but everything looks good so far. So hopefully this is the one.
One other thing to mention.
That's right.
We are One Revived is playing at Jabberjaws on the 10th. Super stoked on that. On December 9th, the night before, the Whiskey Bats are at Kerrigan's in Whitehall. Come on and check that out. That would be a lot of fun. And get you a twofer, a double dose of fun and music.